Star Showdown. A rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will take the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And they're able to make the tackle.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially.
Looking deep down the right side. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Listen to this crowd just shaking. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll give it to him again. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Caught over the middle. It's not.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They'll move the tight end. Rides to back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run and is safe. He's constantly making the right decision. So I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving.
And he's still running after the move. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. The Aggies are on the move.
It's usually pretty good on 1st down when they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Power football with the run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Knox.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to the flat. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Robinson looking to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking left. Pulls it in. It's Armour. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hauls it in. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Gives it on the option. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Just drives it between the uprights. And after the three-spot guys, we're all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes a move. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Complete. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He'll pull it on the read. And he won't quite get there. And boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to run for it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Robinson will throw. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to fire on second down. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Texas!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry up. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, the Lone Star Showdown is among the most bitter rivalries in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Texas A&M and Texas plays out.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
With the catch, it's Mohannan. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes.
Lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. From the gun, give on the inside. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll park it at the 1. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Goes straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Horns are up, and the eyes of Texas are focused on building the lead against the Aggies.
And the Horns are capturing this momentum. Listen, a lot of angst, a lot of nervousness early in the game, Palmer, but now Texas in this rivalry game taking over.
Yeah, you're right. Hook 'em right now. They're just enforcing their will in this game. They're the more physical team at this point. Texas A&M, they've got an uphill battle here.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up.
Here's the heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's the return. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense picks it up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Using that running game to punch him forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. He's going for a big play downfield. Give him 6. Touchdown, Texas! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the field.
They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
Down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves. If you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable, so moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
They want to run it left here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the 2nd half.
Fires to the wideout, and they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line.